Hello. Hello, my lovelies. We are back for the third week of action in the Montreal Overwatch League. Welcome, everyone. It is I, the Movie Bear, and I am joined by my good friend, Dimi Kanto. How are you doing, Dimi?
Good, and you?
I am
Not bad,
doing
not
good.
bad.
I'm
Sick?
I'm starting to get sick, and I
Yeah?
don't want to, so I'm taking all of the vitamins.
I mean, did you enjoy the nice walk here in the blizzard?
Yes, I very
Fantastic.
much did. It was incredibly pleasant because snow is amazing and has never hurt anyone, especially
Never.
when paired with ice.
No, absolutely not. Ice is great. It's soft, nice and soft,
It's
smooth.
nice and soft.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt anyone. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the beautiful weather outside. But we're not here to talk about the weather. Are we?
I mean, could we?
Are we some
it
kind
is
of
a green
weather
screen.
duo?
We could be a weather duo.
We could be a cool weather duo.
It's great out here in Blizzard City.
Blizzard City. Yes.
Yeah.
Blizzard City. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we are in for one incredible week in the Montreal Overwatch League. An incredible day of action, too, as the Mirage Sport Electronique team is facing the Vicious Phantom. And for our second game,
Concordia Esports versus Psychopath Gaming.
of course,
I'm
we
always here for those
always-
games.
we
I think like
always
it's.
do
I think it's
Concordia.
like it's rigged a little bit.
I don't know why. I don't know why we
Maybe.
always do Concordia. This is a mystery to me. I don't know if it's a mystery to you, but there seems to be some kind of collusion, some kind of happy coincidence.
Nice catch. You got it. Don't worry.
All right. So, Mirage played last week against
They
Team Status Dusk, and they won in high fashion. They lost their first game this season in the first week against the Grizzlies. That was a bit disappointing, of course. But now that they are 1-1, they are back on the right path, and they are looking to continue their streak with a win against Vicious Phantom today. And as Vicious Phantom is only 0-2, they are trying to prove that they still want to compete in this league and can still compete with the best of them, because wait, one hell of a chance tonight to do that. If they win against Mirage, they are back into the fray.
Especially
for sure.
those very hard teams right at the start of the bracket. Concordia has a similar route where all the hard teams end up in weeks 3, 4, and 5. So trying to get through that rough patch and then see if you could snag any little amount of points you could snag from that is a bonus.
And even if you don't win against teams like Grizzlies and Mirage, you can always console yourself with the fact that if you win a map or if you take some points, you're in the right path. You're on the right. You're in the right direction. You're moving forward appropriately. Now, what we're going to see today are 4 teams that have proven they can tussle with the best of them. Concordia, of course, is 1-1. Psychopaths is 2-0 as they played against Team Status Dusk and Vicious Phantom.
Yeah.
I really think that this is an opportunity for the Psychopaths to prove that they are not just a fluke team. They did not only play the teams that obviously had some difficulties in the earlier weeks. I think tonight, if they win against Concordia, they can officially consider themselves one of the higher-end teams in the league, and this is certainly what they are looking forward to tonight. Now, our maps for the night. We will have Kings Row as the first map for every game of the week. Nepal will be the second map of the night. And Hanamura if we need a tiebreaker after 2 games. Kings Row will always be the first map to be played by all of these teams. We're going to take a little look at what the map offers. What do you think of Hanamura in both the context of Mirage versus
You mean Kings Row?
versus Vicious and Concordia versus Psychopaths? I know you probably have a lot more information on Concordia because, man, that's your team.
Well,
but yeah.
Well, first of all, Kings Row is generally one of the most comfort pick hybrid maps of all the teams. Usually, generally, when scrims start, the first match you play is on Kings Row just because everyone is used to it. You know what you're doing, you know what you're getting, and I feel we're going to see a lot of teams really try and hold on to that first point as long as possible.
It's the absolute base level Overwatch, and this is where we're going to see the comfort picks come in, and also the comfort comps, the comfort strategy. Every little bit of comfort a team can get usually will go to its most or its fullest potential in Kings Row, as everyone is playing this game, and everyone has been playing this game since the very beginning, and everyone has some sense of where the game should be played and can find their bearings pretty quickly on that map.
Yep, you're going to see a lot of teams either pick out a pocket pick, try and get that first point really quickly. We've seen Widow come out, we've seen Hanzo a few times just to scout the point. And we've even seen the random comps like Orisa where they run triple tank and they just try to death ball onto the point. So
It's always interesting, in my opinion, to see a Hanzo pick in there because of the scan arrow. Because you can also get the pick, you can get a bit of damage in there, but mostly the scan arrow is very efficient on that map. For the simple reason that you don't want to get flanked. You can scout any area you want. You can expect some crazy play from the opposing team, and if you do scout out a potential flank from a Reaper or a McCree or a 76, and you can get that first pick, that's a lot of offensive power that you simply throw out the window for the defensive team, and you can get on that point pretty freely. Now, we are just about to head into this game right now as both of the teams are joining the lobby, but I wanted to know what your opinion was for this matchup, Mirage versus Vicious Phantom. How do you think this is going to go?
I feel like Mirage, even though they had a rough week 1 versus the Grizzlies, they're still the favorites to win tonight. Vicious Phantom need to prove a lot tonight. If they could take a game off Mirage theoretically, if they get a good run on Kings Row, which has happened a lot versus even good teams. I remember Concordia practically took it versus Envision, which is one of the best Overwatch teams in North America. But it could happen.
It could happen.
It's a low chance, but it could happen.
Mirage's new lineup is very focused on offensive play and being aggressive on the point, and they're really good at that, let's be honest. But Vicious Phantom, we haven't seen a lot of how they develop their games beyond classic play that just simply works out of sheer cohesiveness of the characters being used, and not necessarily out of them making the plays, because last week we saw a lot of great ideas coming from Phantom, but not a lot of them were pushed to conclusion, to fruition, and that hurts a team, especially if you're going to play against Mirage, an experienced team that understands how their opposition usually wants to play the game, especially on Kings Row. Very straightforward map. So they're going to have to rely on their individual skills, most probably, which, again, Mirage can contest them on that front very well. So I am expecting something out of them. I'm expecting them to prove that they can hold their own against one of the best teams in the league.
I am not expecting them to. I want to see more sneaky strats from Vicious Phantom. I like that. I like that part of their team where they're innovative, they try new things, and hey, I believe on Kings Row, it's one of the maps to do it. You could catch people off guard so easily.
Exactly. Because everyone is so comfortable on this map, the slightest change of pace can really hurt your team if you are not ready for what's coming. And hey, if they're going to call themselves the Vicious Phantoms, they might as well have some tricky plays up their sleeves, some hidey, sneaky beaky like comps. I don't know exactly. What am I saying? What's going on, guys?
There's also been a week of people to prepare for the Mercy changes. Well, the Mercy changes are live.
Yep.
So
I believe they were live last week.
They were live last week also.
We were playing with the Mercy changes, but now it's a little bit more coherent for every player.
And not relying on her. We might see more Moira and Lucio tonight. Maybe a bit better executed. But
and this is something I'm really looking forward to, because Mirage is playing with Wiz, one of the, if not the best Zenyatta player in the league right now. And the changes seem to favor differing comps on supports. And if Mercy isn't as big of a deal in every single team comp in the game, Wiz will probably have a lot more space to work with Zenyatta, Ana, which we've seen him use very well, and any other support. He hasn't been playing Mercy a lot, but man, does he do the work with every other support we've seen him use. It's been pretty fantastic for him, so really a good opportunity to see him evolve outside of the Mercy meta. I'm really looking forward to observing that very particular aspect of play on their side.
Yep, looking forward to it too.
All right. So, again, we need to look at the second matchup of the night, Concordia versus Psychopaths. We were talking about this earlier before the stream started. You were pretty confident in Concordia's abilities to win. I wonder why exactly.
I mean, Concordia had a really solid week last week versus Team Status in their first game versus Phantom. Versus what's it called? I don't even remember anymore. Honestly,
you mean Status?
Yeah, they had a good. The first game with Hansen. There you go.
Yeah, that was against
Hansen
Status.
messed some people up.
All right, we're going to go into game number 1 with Mirage Esports versus Vicious Phantom. On the blue side is Mirage, on the red side, Vicious Phantom. For Mirage Esports, we have the usual suspects: Shovelhook, Hioro, Sheep, Wiz, Fearless, and Je suis Shin. So Shin changed his name. Very good to know. I was not informed, but man, it's still...
he made it pretty obvious.
Yeah. And on the red side for Vicious Phantom, we have Nostra, Sorrow, Mighty Magic, Unova, Simferos, and okay, Leclerc, I guess.
I guess so. Interesting.
These team names, oh my goodness.
Solid.
Every time I get caught off guard. Every
Gordon's
single time. They change their names all the time.
What's Gordon's Positronics? Hoof Haunch.
Hoof Haunch. I
Dude,
feel like this is a
can we
cool
go there for
ass
lunch?
restaurant.
Hell yeah. I wonder if they sell pulled pork.
I wonder.
I mean,
if they do.
their logo was a pig.
Yeah, I mean...
You're trying to, there are no tables
is this
inside.
some kind
How
of-
do you have a restaurant with no tables inside? Look
Well,
at that.
This is a
It's empty.
battlefield. This is not just a restaurant. This is a restaurant in the middle of a battlefield. They probably just evacuated.
Imagine just having a nice lunch and this man with rollerblades comes bouncing on your window. He's like, "Yo, let's go."
Hello,
Speed
sir.
boost."
I'm looking to purchase some of your famous pulled pork.
He just jumps away. Speed boost.
Speed boost.
Lucio's.
Yes.
Attackers incoming.
All
in
right.
30 seconds.
25 seconds left to prepare. Mirage is setting up on the point. They seem pretty confident, pretty stoic right now. Not a lot of movement on their side.
Shovelhook using the best skin. Shovel Dynasty.
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
Embracing our Korean overlords. Thank you very much.
Vicious Phantom preparing their team right now. What do you think of the comps?
I think they're nice.
5,
You think they're nice? They're beautiful little comps. All right, we are in for the first game of the night. Mirage Esports versus Vicious Phantom. Now, no shenanigans on the side of Vicious. They are simply going for
triple tank.
Oh yes, they're going in directly into that building. They're going on the point right now. No Widow,
Yeah,
no
well, they get the
Hanzo. They
trap.
just want that point so hard. Mighty Magix is straight on it with the Winston, doing some work, doing some damage, and getting healed up. Very good so far from Vicious Phantom. They already have a tick. They're contesting the point. No one is dying too hard.
Wiz.
Nova falls to Wiz. Oh, Fearless gets Sorrow, and that's probably going to be one fight that will be won by Mirage. And yes, that kill feed completely blew, and Vicious Phantom will have to regroup and start all over again. They do have a tick, though.
What was really interesting there is Vicious Phantom actually played a triple tank and just tried to rush the point and do as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, didn't pick off the supports at first. Only got Wiz halfway through the fight, so he already had the time to deal out most of the damage. And then Shin managed to get an Earth Shatter during that fight, which is pretty insane.
Pretty interesting tactics so far from them. Vicious Phantom, we said it earlier, but last week we saw a lot of crazy plays, a lot of good ideas. None of them really came together in order to be successful at those. But so far, it's working pretty well. They're trying something here, going for the high ground with the Reinhardt.
Uh-oh.
Now,
There goes Roadhog.
yeah, that's not exactly great with the ultimate Shovelhook is going to completely cancel Leclerc. They're still upstairs with that Kamehameha. They're trying so hard, and Shin doing so much damage here in the middle of the fray. He doesn't care too much. He's going to eliminate Sorrow and then Nostra. That's not exactly what you want out of that. And Simferos is going to go down to Sheep. And Vicious Phantom still are going to be held back by Mirage on that first point.
Mirage doing a very good job of keeping Shin alive. Both supports healing him up, moving together with his shield and his hammer slaps with the Lucio speed boots. And the Zarya shields coming in when they can't heal him. You okay there, buddy?
Yeah. Everything is fine. We're drinking water. We're taking it very cool and collected. Mirage still holding strong now on the point.
Uh-oh.
Yes, that ultimate. What a beautiful 5-man ult.
the
Everyone is dead. Is that 6? That was 6-man. I didn't see Sorrow in the middle of the fray there. It was kind of hidden. The 6-man ult on the side of Mirage Esports. Hioro is probably pretty proud of that, and now they have 4 ultimates to work with on that next fight, and Vicious Phantom only have 2.
Mirage is pretty much living the dream right now. They have all their ultimates up. They're getting them super quickly. Zarya only used the grab, and then on top of that, they used the nade, which is really like no cost to eliminate all of them.
They're trying again.
It's gonna be the shield
6
wars.
men just with Unova. Oh my goodness, what was that? We saw that Unova directly queuing on that shield. And Shovelhook is going to catch Leclerc off guard. He's not going to be in there anymore. Unova, with the shield gone, he's going to be just a sitting duck waiting to die for his team. Vicious Phantom not doing too hot there. Mighty Magics with the Genji. He changed to Genji a little late in that fight and couldn't do anything, and Sorrow trying to escape that building. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Nostra trying to heal up his team. Wastes his grenade very early on. He's not going to have access to that for another 5 seconds. Just hope it is enough to recover.
Another grab.
They're trying really hard, and that's a 5-man. And look at Shin! Beautiful! 5 men down, and then Shovelhook finishes the job with the ultimate. Mighty Magics is also gone, and it will be all she wrote for Vicious Phantom. 1 tick is the only thing they could get against Mirage. That is some quick work. Man, that was fast.
That ult economy, as they're saying in chat, was pretty nasty.
Yep.
Only 1 per fight. Usually Shin was getting his Earth Shatter so quickly that he never really needed to use them because everyone was dead. So,
very definitely one of the most important factors here in this first round. Mirage now will only have to get 1 point. That's all they need. Vicious Phantom, can they hold it?
Maybe. Probably not.
Maybe.
They're setting up for it, though. They got a Soldier, they got a Diva, they had a Junkrat for a split second, so stuff that could survive and dish out a lot of damage. I expect Mirage to run a pick comp and just try and do damage here. Especially if they're actually going to pull off that Widow Hanzo. You get 1 pick and it's pretty much over.
Well, well, well. Vicious Phantom has their work cut out for them.
Game.
Oh, beautiful fighting game. Yes, yes, yes. That's Stereo. And
Tychus.
Yes, I'll admit I've never played StarCraft story mode. So
it's okay, I play HOTS.
Okay.
I got you.
I've played that a tiny bit, but not a lot.
I am the god of HOTS. Montreal HOTS League, please.
I am a Dota man myself.
No. No Dota. This is a Dota free stream.
This is a Dota. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, if it's a Dota, if it's gonna be a Dota free stream, at least it's not a fighting game free stream because we just saw one, and that's my cup of tea. Mirage gonna try to get that point.
Let
And
him go.
Fearless gonna go with that Widowmaker to get the initial pick, and Sheep even gonna do some damage on the Vision side of the game.
Rope.
I'm sorry, what?
Doing some jump rope.
Yeah, I ignored that because I ignore the memes. I completely ignore the memes. That's my that's my motto.
Memes are great.
All right, Fearless going in with the initial pick. Just will find the shield from Unova's Orisa.
Scatter Arrow gonna find everybody.
Everybody. You can scout all you want, man. Just need the little pick right there, and Fearless finds it finally. That's a trade. Shin is out of the fight too, but he'll come back very soon. Okay, that's a very dangerous Diva. A big Mac in your face, Fearless. He's got to get out of there, and Shovelhook will fall to Mighty Magics. So far, not that bad of a hold for Vicious Phantom, but just as I say this, Yoro and Fearless both get eliminations against Sinferos and Mighty Magics.
So Wiz was trolling a little bit on May, walking the entire team out of the point, or in the point too. But Hurel doing some damage.
Yeah, very much so. That laser beam, it's
Ouch.
going in directly. He's going to die, but it doesn't matter. They do get the point, and they do get the first map. Mirage Esports is going into the second game with a 1-0 lead.
I feel like that happened so quickly. I didn't. I guess they're on the point. Oh, the game's over.
They pushed him back so hard without any kind of issue. Of course, that magnificent play, Shovelhook utilizing.
But see what they didn't really overcommit with too many ults. They got the biotic grenade onto them, anti-healed, and then took everyone down just with sheer damage.
I'm actually surprised that Shovelhook got the play of the game there because that ult was so well placed by Hyoro. I kind of feel like this is what he deserves. Give the man some props.
Blizzard play of the game hates supports, and supportive ults.
Of course.
It only
That's how
likes
it
you when you
works.
do damage. If you're a soldier and you shot a rocket into there, play of the game. Your Zarya, 6-man ult. Nah.
That's how it works. But
Nah.
still, Hero definitely the MVP of that one. Got every single ult right. And by every single ult, I mean 2 of them because that's how he did. Like, that's the length of the game. That's what it allowed for. But seriously, really sound defensive play from Mirage. We said it earlier, they were really aggressive, they were offensive-minded, but in this particular instance, they showed us wrong.
Yep.
They made us liars. And
And
I don't like being a liar, guys. Just, can you please? Just, please.
on to Nepal to see if Vicious Phantom can bring it back.
We'll see. I mean, Nepal is one of those maps that everybody knows, but not every single team can work well on. It's a very intricate set of rounds that can either make or break a team in the weirdest of ways.
All the points are drastically different from one map to the other one, so teams work better in close quarters. Sanctum might be their map. If they work better on Shrine, using those flank sides, it could be another option for them. If they get to that.
I mean, they could work really well in Village, which is one of my personal favorites. A lot of openness in that map, and then it all boils down to one tiny point. I know you don't like that kind of play, but don't worry. Don't worry. This is going to happen.
I like strategy, not Clown Fiesta.
Look, there is strategy in Village. Don't you dare.
Run at people?
Who is this man? Who is this
don't
man?
know.
He's supposed to be the analyst and all of that, but then he says Village doesn't have strategy. Get
I'm the
that man off
Korean
my
Master
desk.
Race fanboy.
It's not my desk, by the way, guys. Oh, boy. Mirage Esports and Vicious Phantom are going to head into Sanctum for the first round of this second map. Now, we just said it. Sanctum, one of the most close-quarter maps you can get, and definitely one of the best maps for some Roadhog shenanigans.
Yep. Pulls people off. Orisa, another power pick on Sanctum with the orb that pulls people off the map. You just shoot it a little bit to the right of the spawn or left, or depending which side, and you try to yank people into the ground, into the open pit. So, hello Zenyatta.
That's not Zenyatta. That's another monk or something.
It could be Zenyatta.
No, because that's not his eyes. Man,
What
don't you know the lore?
No.
Don't you know the lore?
The lore in every game is
You
dumb.
can play HOTS if you want, man. You don't
No,
even know the.
no,
You don't even know the Overwatch lore.
I play HOTS for Raynor. This is the only one I play HOTS for.
Look, okay, that's.
I don't.
I accept that.
I'm not interested to learn why Winston is a
You
monkey.
feel very
He's just a
defensive right
monkey.
now, Dimi.
Yeah.
You feel very defensive.
I feel attacked.
I am attacking you.
Why?
I am. All right, Mirage Esports versus Vicious Phantom. Here we go for the second map of this first game of the night. And let's see if Vicious Phantom can fare better than they did in the first map of the night. Ooh, boy. Okay, that was incredibly cheeky from Shin, but he doesn't get anything out of it. Fearless is going to try to get something here. The mech very much in danger right now. Not a lot of life left on D.Va, and they have free reign over that point. They're going to cap pretty much immediately as Vicious Phantom cannot do anything but simply go back and try to regroup. Not even, I don't think there was a death here. Don't think there was an elimination of any kind.
Nostra fell early on into the fight, which kind of gave the point over to Mirage.
Simply did not see that. Well. Sheep, Shovel Hook, and
That's
wow,
two.
Shin
Three.
are all falling. Wiz is also down. Fearless is the only one left, but he's not even on the point. He's going to try to hide for as long as he can, but then again, you might as well want to maybe give the Lord a chance. Just jump out of that window, my friend.
Fearless
Don't
is
do that
our
at home.
resident cheese expert. He's currently hiding in the spawn, looking through the window while his team dies.
Yeah, I mean, Wiz is straight on the point. He wants those kills. Mirage is back on it. And Vicious Phantom slowly but surely getting the lead in this initial round. But ooh, that ultimate not going to be fancy
slapped
here.
to death by Monkey.
Nice. Unova understands exactly where Wiz is placed and doesn't want to deal with any of that. And wow. Okay, Vicious Phantom doing really well so far, holding their own against Mirage Esports. Yoro considered it for a second, didn't want to suffer from that that spawn timer curse.
Alt's very much in the favor of Vicious Phantom right now. Fearless switched off on the Widow, wasn't really getting much into the game. his cheese wasn't very fruitful, so...
I think that's a good decision. And the time shift goes back and runs around, and no way that Kamehameha is a fluke. Can't do anything with that. Sheep goes down to Mighty Magic's Dragon Blade, still on the point, and Vicious Phantom slowly but surely getting up there in percentage, 65% and up. They're still fighting, but they are also still winning. And Mighty Magic's still doing a lot of work, especially against Shin. Got that monkey, and Fearless is the first one to go down, and ooh, okay, well, just as I say this, complete reversal of situation for Mirage. They got a couple of kills, and Simferos is the only one left on the point. He needs to defend, uses the ultimate. Not going to find anything, but still going to push them away, as Mirage will need to find the crack in the armor for Vicious Phantom. They are doing quite well in this second game. Second map, sorry.
Vicious Phantom using a lot of their ults there just to hold on to that point, though. But
ooh, that sleep
nasty
dart! What a beautiful dart, man! Let's go. Okay, can't quite kill Moira, and Nostra just goes away safely home. But then again, they are losing players left and right, and on that overtime, they are going to cap that point once again. 20% and going. Can they make the comeback?
Economy in the favor of Mirage currently. All the ults are going to probably pop at the same time for Vicious Phantom. So what could happen is they'll all get their ult around 80% into this map, and they're just going to try for one final push and try and clear everyone off.
This is hopefully
what
will bring them to victory here. Hopefully for them, actually.
A pick here could be deadly.
Fearless really going down so fast, and oops. Nostra does it again.
Kamehameha coming up. Finds the
Magics. Yeah, okay, that's a lot of problems for Wiz, and he can't get out of that situation. So far, the trades are coming into the favor of Vicious Phantom.
Here we go.
They are winning this fight. Can they win this round? That is the only question that matters, and Shovelhook will find him in the corner. And you can't escape this ultimate. Leclerc going on Shin, and he makes it work, but still, Fearless and Shovelhook are fighting for their team's lives. 77%, they still have the point, and Vicious Phantom are getting pushed back. You can't escape that one. You can't go in the air, can't go anywhere. This is going to get pushed off the map. Bye-bye.
VP going to have one more shot at this. Dragon Blade coming up, and Tech Visor.
Would be a shame to see them lose this round after such a great effort. Vicious Phantom, here is their chance.
Dragon Blade coming out.
Feroz, they have something going here, but Mighty Magic's falls. No, straight away Nostra does the same. And
nobody got on the point.
This is it for Vicious Phantom's round. Mirage leads 1-0 in Nepal.
So close there. If Genji could actually dash, reset, and dash onto the point, probably could have held that a bit longer, but picking off the Ana, I guess, was a priority. Maybe a little bit.
Yes, I do. Look, Mirage is such an efficient team when it comes to team fights. They understand exactly which target to pick at the very beginning and which target to leave for the very end. And Vicious Phantom simply didn't have that cohesion towards the end. You saw that Mirage was testing the waters a tiny bit. Wiz was on 76, I believe, earlier on into the round.
Doomfist.
Switched to Ana later on. Maybe a more sound composition for the team. And we are going to see Fearless on Doomfist. This is one of those cheeky plays that I believe maybe more allowed without the Mercy meta.
Favorite character in the game. And I want to see him do something. I love punching people.
Okay, but he's very low, and he's going down, and Leclerc gets him. And same for Shin. All right, we're seeing a bit of a...
Oh boy.
I'm getting a bit of a deja vu here. Vicious Phantom winning that fight. Hyorl not feeling too happy about the damage he's taking, and he's going down to Leclerc with that Diva. You can't escape, and Simferos takes that mech down. Shovelhook is the next victim. He's still alive, but I believe they're toying with him. Mighty Magic's is going down to Fearless. Okay.
One thing I could really criticize Mirage for doing is really not protecting their supports as well as we've seen other teams do it. Wiz has been pretty much trying to fight 2v1s all game by himself.
I'll be perfectly honest, I think they're taking liberties with the game right now. Fearless on Doomfist in the initial point. I don't exactly believe that's efficient in any sort of way, but now that he
No.
has McCree, look at him go. Sinferos goes down immediately, and it does feel like as long as they're really serious about choosing the right composition, they can win. But Mirage, in an off composition, don't seem to be quite capable of contending with Vicious Phantom.
Even the last game that we saw Wiz get punched to death by Genji, unfortunately, but no composition to help him, which is a little bit of an issue, but we're going to see a bunch of ults pop out here.
Okay, gonna try to get that Diva before she gets into that mech. That's done, but Fearless retaliates immediately. Sinferos is down. That's one of your DPS gone from the map. Oops! Didn't get to see that one, but Fearless does eventually go down. Nostra with 2 picks in this one. Wiz with the sleep dart. What a fantastic sleep dart from him. We've seen him do such great things in this game. That's a lot of life that's gone on the side of Wiz, but he does survive, makes it out of there. Shin trying so hard.
He didn't even get the ult.
That's incredible. That flick you. Never forget, Shin,
Flick
one
shatter.
of the best tank players in the league, and he knows exactly what he's doing.
As soon as Reaper came out of Wraith form, he got shattered immediately, even before the animation even started, which is like so unfortunate if you're Sinfellas. You're like, I got this guy, it's cute. Oh, okay.
Pretty crazy. Wasted his ult completely in this situation. He knew where he was going, and Shin aware of every little sound, and they don't even know. Fearless, oh boy, that grenade came into the right spot, and wow, Hyoro with another fantastic 4-man ult in this case. Absolutely incredible. Fearless doing everything he can to annihilate Vicious Phantom, and that's done 87% and climbing on the side of Mirage Esports. That's one opportunity left for Vicious Phantom, and oops, Mighty Magix is already gone, and so is Nostra pretty much.
They're just trying to get onto the
Yeah, they
point
needed
here.
the ultimate from the Lucio there to protect the team, but that's not going to be enough. Fearless still
Contesting.
has the shift. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's gone, but it doesn't matter. Oh, the overtime just in time. Vicious Phantom will still contest that point with 39%. Can they make it?
It's looking pretty even there. Maybe a bit in the favor of Mirage. She's going to go down. Shatter, though, not going to get anyone.
A defensive one, to be sure, protecting the point, and it is over for Mirage versus Vicious Phantom. Mirage Esports takes that one 2-0. And whew, that was fast.
I do appreciate Mirage rocking the Soul Dynasty skins. Well done. Well done, boys.
Gotta go fast.
I mean,
Look,
I know their team colors are gold and black, so it makes sense, but I just like it because it's Korea. Right?
okay.
Okay?
Okay. You gotta talk about the Tigers?
I do
You
like
want to talk about the Golden Tigers?
Maybe.
You maybe? Maybe? Okay.
You see the little
Now-
glint in my eye when Korea pops up.
2-0 is a very good score for Mirage, but also not too bad on the side of Vicious Phantom. They really found themselves to be quite a contender to Mirage's side on that second map of Nepal. Really cohesive on the team fights. Were capable of contesting for quite a lot of time on that first round. Second round didn't work out so well, but they still won the first one. I believe there is hope for Vicious Phantom yet, even at an 0-3 record. They can still do much more in the league and improve so much. There is a lot of room for it, but there is also a forward momentum in that direction that I believe will come to fruition in maybe a couple of weeks and maybe tomorrow. Who knows when they're actually going to get that much better, but there is some hope there.
We've seen their compositions work out very well. Their strategies going into the game initially seem well thought out, and then later in the game it falls a bit apart with their ult coordination and their staggering. Most importantly, they did that on Nepal, the second map. So maybe take that into account the next game and move forward from there. But so far, they've shown a lot of good things, and I'm interested to see where they take that from there.
And if Vicious Phantom have shown good things, Mirage have shown even better things, and now that they have some kind of forward momentum, just like Vicious Phantom, repeating myself a tiny bit, but this is true. Now that they do have the wind in their sails, they will be capable of getting that confidence and probably getting the wins against maybe the bigger teams of the league, which they are a part of for sure. But if they do manage to have a stellar year, a stellar season, they will definitely go into the playoffs as a better team than they were last season and a more confident team against the opposition like the Grizzlies, for example, which they lost to last year pretty gruesomely. So now that we are done with our first game, we will go on a bit of a break, but don't go anywhere as our second match between Team Concordia Esports will face
I like that name.
the
Catchy.
Psychopaths. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in about 10 to 15 minutes. It's always kind of a surprise, guys. We'll be back.